Well, hey y'all, today I'm going to make y'all a cabbage and kielbasa onion skillet meal, and it's going to be delicious. This can be your whole meal, or you can leave the meat out and use it as a side. I'm going to start with some bacon grease, and I've got my Dutch oven over about a medium fire over here. Now, if I'm cooking this in the real kitchen and not the play kitchen, and I've got a real stove, then I use my great big, it's not the 10-inch iron skillet, but it's the one that's larger. But back here, I'm just going to use this Dutch oven. It'll be swell. So I've got about a tablespoon or so of some bacon grease, and I keep mine in the ice box. And I have got one package, not sponsored, of country pleasing andouille sausage. It does not have any MSG in it. It doesn't have any of the things that I can't have. So woo-hoo-hoo. Love us some good old Mississippi people, don't we? All right, now what I have done with this kielbasa, I've cut it into bite-sized pieces. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in here, and then I'm going to tell you what I did to it. Get this on in here, get it to rocking and a rolling. All right, now what I did take the casing off of it. I don't do this when I'm going to be grilling it or anything else, but if I'm cooking it in a skillet, I like to take the casing off of it, which is edible, not a problem. But I take it off so it doesn't curl, and it will be just delicious. All right, so we're just going to let these sit here, and I'm going to turn this up to about a medium, give or take a little bit. Okay, so what I have a small cabbage, and I had about a fourth of a large Vidalia onion, and this is all to taste, y'all. If you want to put garlic in it, you could do that too. But I've got a lot of new followers, and I'm just going to show you how I core a cabbage. Now, you can buy a bag mix if or a bag of cabbage cut up, but it's no big deal, y'all, to cut it up, and it's cheaper to do it your own self. But there is a core. This is a fourth of it, and there's a core right here. So here's the base, and here's the core. And what you do to get rid of that, because it's a lot of people, I don't like to, but a lot of people like to take the core and sprinkle salt on it and eat it like a snack. And if that's you, you go right ahead on. Okay, so you want to take your knife at an angle, and we're just going to cut that core out of it just like that. There we go. And I got a little bit too much there on the side, so we'll just cut that off. No big whoop. Okay, and then I just do a rough, coarse chop on this. About the size of a postage stamp, give or take. You can cut it ever how big you like it. I just kind of like the coarseness of it. It's quick and easy, and I mean, what's not to love about that? Okay, here we go. Look at that. All right, so I'm going to let this kielbasa kind of cook down a little bit, and then we'll get back together when it's time to put the cabbage in. Okie dokie. Okay, this has been doing its thing for 5 minutes or so, and I'm going to lower the heat down to kind of the medium low. And if you want to take the kielbasa out and put it on a dry line, paper towel line thing, you can do that absolutely. I'm going to leave it in here. So I'm just going to add my onion and all of my cabbage. It's going to shrink down and be delicious. And this warms up really well. So if you have leftovers, your family's going to love you tomorrow. And St. Patrick's Day is coming up. So woohoo, we love us some holidays, don't we? We sure do. All righty. There we go. That one freed Willie. Let's give this a little toss a little bit. And it will shrink, so it's not gonna, it's gonna be fine, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna put about a teaspoon of salt, and just use your favorite salt. And if you like pepper, put a little pepper. Today we're adding some pepper. I'm not much on pepper and stuff, but today I feel like it. It's my kitchen. I can do what I want to. Isn't that right? I'm going to add some sugar. Now, this does balance all the flavors out, and I'm not going to measure it, y'all. This is, you measure it with your heart recipe. So I'm going to put about, let's put about, we'll try to, that looks about like a good tablespoon. And let's add a couple tablespoons to it. It's not going to be too much. It's going to be fine. Okay, now let's kind of give this a little kind little toss so I don't have to mop the floor. And then I'm going to put the lid on it, and I'm going to turn it down to about a simmer, and I'm going to go be about my business. And we will get back together and we'll do us a taste test, because y'all, you got to taste your food before you put it on the table so you can get it just right. All righty, let's get this lid on here, and I'll see you back in a little while. Okay, this has been over here simmering for about an hour, and this is all to taste. If you want to put some Cajun seasoning in here, hot pepper flakes, jalapeno slices, just whatever your family likes. You don't have to make it exactly like this, but it is so delicious. You can make this vegan by not using bacon grease and not using kielbasa. But if you still want that smoky flavor, you can add just a pinch, just a itty bitty bit of some liquid smoke, or on your salt, a lot of the Mennonite places will have hickory smoked salt, and you could add that, and you wouldn't upset your apple cart. Let's just get us up a little dish here, and we're going to see what we think. And you could cook this to your desired amount of mushiness. If you like your cabbage still crisp with a little bite to it, you can do that. If you like it gummy, mashy, you can do that. It's your kitchen. Do what you want to. But let's just see what we think. I didn't put my sugar and my salt and pepper up, just in case. So let's get us a bite and not burn the hair off our tongue. Y'all, it's just so good. Let me tell you what it tastes like. From the kielbasa, you got just a little bit of heat, but not a whole lot. It's not going to knock the top of your head off. And that sugar just gives it just a touch of sweetness, and it's not going to be like, it tastes like cobbler. It's not that sweet, but just, it balances everything else out. All right, y'all, this is delicious. We'll get my man a bowl of it, and we're going to sit down at the table and eat them up. Yum, yum. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Grab you some cabbage and a kielbasa. And I tell you what, if you like to salt your biscuits and your cornbread, there's a lot of good pot liquor down in the bottom of that pot too. So I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.